How's it going, brothers and sisters? This is your candidate, Mike Power, for EST, for the New York City District Council of Carpenters. I'm just putting a little video together. I guess most of you have received your ballots. For those who haven't, you'll probably receive them today or tomorrow by the latest. If not, we have information put out, and I'll put more information up again at the end of this video um, to what to do if you don't receive your ballot by Tuesday. There'll be a contact information to upgrade your address or make sure that the new ballots being sent to your house correctly. With the ballots coming out, a lot of you have been calling me and contacting me. Some people I've run into, they've talked about council employees showing up on job sites. We're well aware of this. We know they've been doing it for the last couple of weeks. We've got documentation that they're showing up, giving out, T-shirts and stuff like that below the CC Metro, which is all violations of the election rules. They're not supposed to be doing it. They're doing it on council time. But it's pretty obviously they break the rule. We've dealt with this before in many other elections. It's what they do, guys. They're going to lie, cheat, and steal. They got to do what they got to do to save the narrative. A lot of them are afraid for their jobs. A lot of them were put there by Paul Caperso and Dave Carvalhoso. With Adam, they have connections. So, they're going to do whatever they can to save their narrative, just like a lot of things are done differently. We operate by different sets of rules. That's why there's non-disclosures filed to hide their indiscretions, like what Dave Carvalhoso did when he lied on his timesheets for over a year. He had his girlfriends working at the council, working in the benefit funds, working in the school. He avoided the investigation by them quitting. I think one of them was fired, is what I understand. But this is just the way he operates. With that being said, they're going to go out and send their people out. I know they're leaving for Puerto Rico Tuesday night. They're all going away from Puerto Rico for a big party that they have every year. That the council, it's just another junket that they're going away from. I guess the importance that's going on in New York City, with the members being out of work and the non-union work going everywhere. That's how it's important is their interactions and what they need to do. This is the system we're working in. I'll do the best when elected to correct all this stuff. I need you guys to narrate through what's the most important things on your list and what matters most to you. To me, these mergers are a disaster. They've happened throughout the country, Seattle, Pittsburgh, many other places, to the Midwest and down south. Retirement age tends to go up. It seems to be the norm, anywhere from 62 to 65, with 20 credits for retirement, and they take away retirement medical. Some places offer you 3 years worth of retirement, which means you have to work to like 58, and they pay you the last 3 years, or 59. They pay you the last 3 years or the medical till Medicare kicks in, but there's no coverage for your spouse or kids. I don't understand why anyone would want to put ourselves into that position. We can manage our own money and we've done well on our own for the last 135 years. Why we would want to get involved in something where other people have been making these shots for us is beyond me. But this leadership has their own agenda, and I don't think their agenda is to protect what's the right to the members. So my brothers and sisters out there is why I'm in this race, personally myself, along with Pete Corrigan and Anthony Vincent. This is a serious election. All I can tell you is I've done my part. I put the time and energy in. We've done this in our own time. So is Pete. So is Anthony. We're not like council employees where we get paid to go out and do this stuff. A lot of them are cheating the system. They're using council employees. Remember, a lot of these people putting the videos out, they're all council employees. They're all on the dole. They're all getting paid the money, right? They're all getting a little vig on the side. They're all getting these little junkets they get paid to go on. So, they give out their turkeys, which will be starting next week. That'll be their new occupation or the deal of the week, I watch these guys. We go down to the council, middle of the summer, 90-degree weather. I've seen them show up on job sites. I'm sweating. I'm on 3-4 T-shirts again the other day. They show up with pristine white T-shirts, not a speck of dust on them, and half of them don't even own work boots, if you ask me. That right there tells me what they're really doing. They're not representing us. They're not protecting the work. I mean, you can just tell by looking at a guy when they show up with your tools. You know when a guy's really working or not. So they're not fooling me, and I don't think they're fooling any of you. A lot of these people that are coming out now, you're seeing them now in a job, but where were they 2, 3, 4 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, when you were in your dire straits, when there was problems with not getting your benefits in the job? I spoke to a lot of members dealing with Commodore that had the problem with Commodore, and they watched how some of the council boys and friends jumped ship. People that were friends with Rob Forster, people who had the hooks in with them, they jumped ship, but they left them behind to go down with the ship, and they're the ones screwing up their pension credits and their stamps being paid. So they pulled the string. I know a lot of people. Rob was putting guys to work to the back door. It's a known fact. People have come to me with the information on it. Like I said, you really can't do much about it because nobody down there gets penalized as well as you would. If you work through lunch, believe me, you'd be penalized. They get away with it. It's just the way it is. Rob is Pooley's boy, so it is what it is, guys. That's the game it's played. It's just the way it is. It's like when they brought me up on charges, they entered false documents. Rob testified on the false documents. These are issues that are out there, and they'll be dealt with down the road. You have to use your head. You have to get those ballots filled out. You got to make those calls, or your coworkers. It's up to you to make sure that ballots are being sent back. Tell everyone on the job. Talk to the apprentices. Make sure that this doesn't happen. We know mergers don't work. It's just any union, any council, anywhere in the country, it's been a disaster, right? So why would they do this? They're doing it because they cut a deal. They make their own deals on the side. They hid behind the lies. They denied it. Then when they couldn't deny it anymore, they tried a word salad, and you guys called it a consolidation. Then they try to come back and tell you it's good for you. And now they're telling you, well, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I tell you, I can stop it. You got a team out there that's willing to give you guys up, and you got a team here willing to fight for you. So my guess would be, if that's what you guys want, you want to protect your retirement age, you want to protect your retirement medical, you want a team that's going to go after the non-union and get these contractors signed back up and put our members back to work, then you're going to vote Mike Power for EST, Pete Corrigan for president, and Anthony Vincent for vice president. And we're going to move forward to right the wrongs that this membership has done to us. We're going to stop the bullshit, stop the lies that they're doing out there, and put our members back to work. That's the key, guys. Putting you all back to work. Everything else don't matter. If they allow this merger to happen, all deals are out the door. They're going to leave you to sink in the ship, just like they did with all the guys with Commodore. They did the same thing to them. They'll do the same thing to you. They have their own agenda. They protect their own, and that's what they're doing now. That's why you're seeing these council reps out there. You're seeing these videos because they didn't do anything. They were never around when you need them. Look at the waistline of half of those people down there. They can barely touch their toes now. It's disgusting, and we're going to stop it. And we're going to stop it by putting the vote out and fighting for what's right. And with that, I thank you for your support, and let's get this election done so we can get in there this January and right the wrongs that have been done to this membership.